Good morning. Today we are going to speak about distance learning and about its teaching strategies. At first, let me answer the question, what's distance education? So, it's when a teacher and student are separated by physical distance and technology. So, for example, by their voice, video, data, and print. Often is concerned with face-to-face communication in used to bridge the instructional gap. Okay, let's continue. So, how do you think is distance education effective? So, many educators ask if distance students learn as much as students receiving traditional face to face instruction. So, research indicates that when the method and technologies used are in an appropriate way to instructional tasks, there is a student to student interaction, and when there is a timely teacher to student feedback, so the online lessons are effective. So, how do you think is distance education? How is distance education delivered? So, there is a wide range of technological options are available to the distance educator. So, they fall into four major categories. The first one is voice. So, here the instructional audio tools include the instructive technologies of phone, audio conferencing, and shortwave radio. So in the second one is video. It's instructional video tools and also they include still images such as slides, pre-produced moving images. So for example, film and video type. And of course, real-time moving images combined with audio conferencing. Okay, let's continue. In the next step, you can see the data. So you can use data to conduct the online lessons and of course, computer assisted instruction. So in the abbreviation, it's called like CAI. So it uses the computer as a self-contained teaching machine to present individual lessons. So in the second type, the computer managed instruction. So the computer computer is used to organize instruction and track student records and progress. The instruction itself need to be delivered via a computer. Also, CAI is often combined with the managed instruction. So next one is computer mediated education. It describes computer applications that facilitate the delivery of instruction. So for example, they include like electronic email, fax, real-time computer conferencing, and World Wide Web applications. Next one is print. So how do you think which technology is best? So the key to effective distance education is focusing on the needs of learners, the requirements of the content. Typically, the systematic approach will result in a mix of media, each serving a specific purpose. So, for example, a strong print component, interactive audio or radio conferencing, computer conferencing or electronic email, pre-recorded video types, and of course, fax. Effective distance learning. So, effective distance education programs begin with careful planning and a focused understanding of course requirements and student needs. In fact, successful distance education programs rely on the consistent and integrated efforts of students, faculty, facilitators, support staff, and of course, administrators. So, key players in distance education are students and, of course, faculty. So, what about the facilitators? How do you think? So, in this case, the instructor often is a bridge between the students and the instructor. To be effective, a facilitator must understand the students being served and the instructor's expectations. Most importantly, the facilitator must be willing to follow the direction which is established by the teacher. So you should support the staff. So here these individuals are the silent heroes of the distance education enterprise and ensure that the numerous details required for program success are dealt with effectively. So most successful distance education programs consolidate support service functions to include student registration, materials duplication and distribution, textbook ordering, securing of copyright clearances, facilities scheduling, processing, grade reports, managing technical resources, and etc. So what about the administrators? So they are the effective distance education administrators, or more than idea people. So they are conscious builders, decision makers, and referees. So what about the benefits of distance learning? Convenience. So distance learning technologies can provide convenient locations for both students and instructors. Okay, flexibility. Let's talk about flexibility. Many forms of distance learning provide students the option to participate whenever they wish on an individualized basis. So, for example, some students may want to review a podcast in the middle of the night and or read their email during early morning hours. In addition, one student may wish to spend 30 minutes reviewing a website while another spends an hour. So what about the effectiveness? So distance learning is not only convenient, it's also effective. Several research studies have found that distance learning is equally or more effective than traditional instruction when the method and technologies used are appropriate to the instructional tasks. So as you can see, there are also affordability, multisensory, interactivity, equity, and many other types. So I think that the theme was clear. Goodbye.